all right, I'm going out on a limb. It's June 2nd, which means for the next month, we are going to see society celebrate pride. It's going to be everywhere you look. The word pride is going to be everywhere you can look. It'll be symbolized with a rainbow. Happens every year. Hasn't always happened every year, but it happens now. And hear me loud and clear. This is not a sexuality statement I'm making. We could talk about that another day. I'm not making that statement right now. What I am doing is I feel it's necessary to rebuke or speak against society's obsession with pride. Within God's kingdom, pride is not something to be celebrated. Pride got Satan kicked out of heaven. Adam and Eve was kicked out of the garden because of pride. Nebuchadnezzar got the mind of an animal because of pride. His grandson loses an entire empire because of pride. Pride does not help people. It doesn't help people. It hurts people. Marriages are ruined because of pride. Families are destroyed because of pride. Relationships are broken because of pride. It takes down empires. Pride takes down nations. Pride ruins companies. It kills careers. It splits churches. It destroys denominations. Pride hurts people. In essence, pride is telling God we know better because we're more enlightened than you are. And society waves the flag for a whole month, while the Bible goes out of its way to clearly articulate how dangerous this is. Proverbs 11, when pride comes, then comes disgrace. Proverbs 29, once pride will bring them low. Proverbs 16:18, pride goes before destruction. And then James 4:6, the classic, God opposes the proud. Like, listen, there's a lot of people that are going to oppose you in life. There's one person you do not want opposed against you. And that's God. Why does God hate pride? It's the unwillingness to acknowledge that there's one higher than you, and there is. It's an attempt to elevate yourself above God, to rob him of the honor and glory and leadership that he's due. It's taking credit for things you should not be taking credit for. Pride is what is birthed when you focus on yourself. Self-sufficiency, self-glorification, self-righteousness. I don't need God, I'm independent of God, I'm fine. But humility is birthed, not when you focus your eyes on humility, but when you focus your eyes on your Lord. The goal in humility is not to focus on humility. If you focus on humility and then all of a sudden think that you've obtained it, what is that? That's pride. And so the focus in humility is to focus on the Lord. It's seeing less of yourself and more of him. And so how do we do this? Well, we align our lives so that we are continually gazing upon Christ, that we are looking at the cross, that we stand in awe of who he is and what he's done for us, that he's the one that had every right to be proud yet humbled himself, that he's the one who had every right to have everybody around him serve him, but he served us, putting on flesh, being found in the likeness of man. He had every right to bring judgment. He didn't bring judgment. He extended grace. For the joy that was set before him, he endures the cross, scorning its shame, now sits at the right hand of the throne of God. Christ is perfect in all of his ways. He had no sin, yet didn't destroy sin while he was on the earth. He could have walked around and just started Are you kidding me? We're talking about in the Old Testament, he didn't even come fully in the flesh. He's like, I'm just going to bring the hand. Imagine the power of God and the fullness of God in the flesh. And yet, rather than destroying sin, he annihilates it on the cross for all of mankind and looks down and says, Father, forgive them, for they know not what they do. This is what we celebrate. So for the month of June, can you celebrate humility? For the month of June, can you celebrate his grace, his love, his mercy, his goodness? Can you gaze upon the flag of Jesus? And can you elevate the flag of Jesus higher than any other flag, including the flag of the United States of America? And I love America. So don't hear what I'm not saying. All right.